With today's production capabilities and modern technology, there are some incredible pieces out there, and the next one up is something really fantastic. How about the first ever Batman comic book cover on a 1-ounce silver piece, incredibly limited edition, made by the New Zealand Mint. They only made 5,000 of these. They were sold out very quickly, but we have a small allocation available tonight to present to you, and it is the first comic book for Batman ever made.
Fresh off the presses from the New Zealand Mint, this coin is the Action Comics Batman #1, featuring the original cover art from the comic that started it all with the DC's Caped Crusader. The stunning piece is item number 905-10360. It's 905-10-36-0. And while our limited supplies last, we are just $139.95 per coin. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933, or you can head to our website, abccoins.com. Head up to the search bar, put 905-10360 to grab one of the rarest 1-ounce silvers struck this year.
Of course, each is officially licensed by DC. It comes in this original packaging, comics, and on the back of the box is all the specification, the silver content, 0.999 silver, that limited edition mintage of just 5,000 pieces. And it's all about Batman #1. And the design is absolutely incredible. You have the front of the comic book cover, and when we turn the coin to the side, it's actually legal tender. You see the pages of the magazine, I should not say that, comic book, sorry guys. And then on the back, it's like a page is flipping up and they're peeling it back. The technology and the detail in this piece is absolutely incredible. Just $139.95, savings of over $160 off our competition, by the way. Grab it now before they are gone. These are so popular, especially this series with the comics and the officially licensed aspect of it as well.
Now, comic book nerds like myself may or may not argue over who is the true leading man of DC. Many would say it's Superman, but anyone that's read the comics, seen the movies, we all know it's Bruce Wayne, aka the billionaire orphan who would become the savior of Gotham City. Batman's the iconic character of Bruce Wayne, who, while a small child, lost both of his parents to a man in an alley trying to rob them, who would eventually end up being one of the several Jokers that he would fight during his long and storied career. Batman then spent the rest of his childhood and young life training himself to be the person that could have saved his parents, and he strives to make Gotham, his home, a better place to live. He has been played by many of the most iconic actors of the last 60 years, from Adam West to Michael Keaton to Val Kilmer, the iconic George Clooney, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, or more recently, Robert Pattinson with his detective-style version of the Batman. And let's not leave out the video games and the animated movies and the iconic Kevin Conroy. That is a hitter's row of actors.
Absolutely incredible. 905-10360, that is the item number. I'm trying to think if I've seen all of those movies. I think I have with my kids. They're big fans. So if this is a great collectible item for your children, grandchildren, because this is what everybody, it's bringing younger collectors into the world.
Absolutely.
If you were a fan, like Alex just referenced, he was a comic book guy and still is. This is going back to his childhood when he collected comic books, I'm assuming. And who else is better than Batman or Robin? But like I referenced, even the younger generation now, it's a timeless theme.
It really is, and that's why this coin is kind of unique, because for a lot of us, this coin is the closest we're ever going to get to owning an Action Comics
Yeah,
#1.
exactly. That is the truth.
There's been word they might start reprinting some new versions of it, but those are not the
same.
real McCoy.
Right.
They are not the originals. If I could get my hands on one of these in the actual comic book form, oof. But with just 5,000 made, it's one of the rarest releases of the year, and these coins sell like hotcakes overseas. They cannot get enough of these DC heroes, and these comic book-shaped square coins have just lit the collecting world on fire. This series from the New Zealand Mint kicked off with the iconic Action Comics #1, which was the original appearance of Superman. Right. That coin, today, when you can find it at all, retails for over $300, and that was without the OGP. If you want it with the OGP, that coin is over $400 today if you can find it at all. We couldn't find a single competitor with these Batman coins, but if they had these pieces, they'd probably be retailing for about the same price, which means we are $160 less at just $139.95 for a coin with the same rare mintage of just 5,000 pieces worldwide.
And the packaging is incredible, like you just referenced. That's part of the deal here. This is the original government packaging. And one more look at this coin before we go back and check out that packaging. You have the front, that comics, the first ever Batman comic. In this encapsulation, to the side you see the side of the comic. On the other side, you'll see the pages. It's incredibly detailed on all dimensions of this piece. And there's the back where with the Republic seal as the back side of the coin, $2, legal tender 2023 dated, and there's that peeling up of that back page as part of this coin. It's absolutely incredible.
Now, let's talk about the character of Batman. You heard me give his short synopsis of his origin, but who he is and why he is so popular is key to why this coin is going to be a very sought-after piece. You see, Batman was one of the leaders and founding members of the Justice League. However, he did not, in fact, have any superpowers whatsoever. And on top of that, not only was he an everyday human who used his own intellect, finances, and ability to use and create technology to stay on the level of people the likes of Superman and the villain Darkseid. Batman was an everyday person who was just trying his best and showed what a commitment and a singular mindset can do if you put your mind to it. Now, I will quote another billionaire philanthropist playboy from a different cinematic universe. Some would argue that having several billions of dollars might be a superpower in and of itself.
That's true, too. Look at the packaging, folks. The Batman logo at the top, the DC logo at the bottom left. Even on the back of the box with all the specifications, you have the Warner Brothers integrated there as well with the specification. 0.999 silver, 1 ounce silver, legal tender, made by the New Zealand Mint. They make some incredible pieces, and this is just one of them. Limited edition, just 5,000 pieces. Some of the earlier Star Wars and other thematic pieces had 10,000 or more on their editions. This one just 5,000. We do have to put a 30-second clock up at this point. Give us a call right now, 1-866-518-5933. Don't miss out on this one. These are moving very, very quickly and at a savings of over $160 off.
Compared to the original Action Comics that kicked off this fantastic series. This stunning coin is a almost one-for-one rendition of the iconic 1940 Action Comics #1 featuring Batman. Can you believe that? 1940.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We have had Batman for over 80 years. He is without a doubt one of the most iconic heroes in history.